Hello students, coming up to the next topic, the importance of pH in our everyday life. In the previous video, we have studied that pH is the negative logarithm of the H plus ions. We have studied that strong acid releases maximum amount of H plus ions in water, and hence due to the large amount of H plus ions, acids, they have a very less pH value, whereas bases, because of the dissociation of water molecules, the hydrogen ions that are dissociated are very less, and hence the concentration is less, and the negative logarithm leads to the greater value of the pH. Okay, so we know that acids have a pH less than 7, whereas bases have a pH greater than 7. If you are having any confusion, please go to the previous video. In this video, we are going to see that pH is important so as to go through the different situations in our day-to-day life. Let us talk about some of them in this particular topic. In our digestive system, the digestive system, as you know, that is a system where the food that is taken inside our body is digested and it goes into the stomach. In the stomach, we know it releases HCl. The HCl in the stomach helps in the digestion of food. It helps in the digestion of food. But when we overeat, okay, the HCl secretion increases, due to which there is a lot of acid that is present in our stomach. So what we do, we see that we feel a little burning sensation through our esophagus, and also we get a little pain in our stomach. We use the medicine which is called antacid. Hope you know that in medicine shops we take Pandi, Pantoprazole and remaining Rantac and all for the acidity in our stomach. They all contain a particular base which is magnesium hydroxide. Okay, if you are facing it at your home and you don't have this antacid, there is one more remedy. That is, you can drink a solution of baking soda. Which has which is basic in nature, having a formula NaHCO3. So both this baking soda and antacid, they react with the excess of HCl present in our stomach and they neutralize the acidity. As a result, what happens? The acidity in our stomach decreases and we get relaxed. Let us see one equation. This particular NaHCO3 reacts with HCl to give NaCl. This is a salt. We get CO2 as well as H2O. Okay, so the acid as well as the base, they neutralize to form a salt. In this also we can see that by the reaction with HCl in the stomach, okay, we see MgCl2 plus H2O. This is the reaction that carries on. Okay. Now see, you can see over here one single molecule of antacid takes away two molecules of HCl. So this is very efficient in working when you are facing any acidity. Okay, you can see one molecule of MgOH takes away two molecules of hydrochloric acid and neutralizes the acidity. So this is a very efficient technique so as to reduce the acidic sensation in our stomach. Okay, now let us come to another topic, which is your tooth decay. We know that tooth decay occurs because of different bacteria that act on the sugar present on the tooth and releases acid. That acid, when it stays for a longer period of time in our tooth, they degrades the enamel of our tooth, and as a result there is a hole in our tooth. The hole in a tooth is known as cavity. I hope you are known to this term, cavity. What happens when you eat excess of chocolates or sugar and anything else which is sweet, okay, that contains the sugar particles? When you eat them, your teeth contains some of those sugar particles, okay, and the bacteria that is present in our mouth, they efficiently digest those sugar and break down into acids like lactic acid, which stays in our mouth and decrease the pH of our mouth to less than 5.5. As a result, there is a hole in our tooth. Okay, what can we do to actually find a solution to this problem? We actually can brush our teeth after every meal. In doing so, what happens? The remaining food extracts that are present in our mouth, that are washed away, and there is no action of bacteria on the sugar particles. So it is said that you should brush your teeth after every meal to stay away from cavities. Okay. Now let us come to another topic. The soil which grows different kind of crops, sometimes they turn acidic and basic due to the different kind of industrial waste, or you can say different kind of acid rains, natural phenomena. Because of the excessive use of compost, the soil alters in their pH level, okay, pH of soil. What happens that when the soil becomes acidic, you have to neutralize the particular acidity of the soil, or you have to increase the pH level of the soil which has turned acidic. So what we do, we use special ingredients which are basic in nature, like calcium oxide or calcium hydroxide, or you can say calcium carbonates and etc. Okay, calcium carbonates and etc. Okay, sometimes it can also become basic in nature. Sometimes it can become basic in nature. So what we do, we add a little acid, or we can say we can use compost. We can add compost so as to decrease the pH level of the soil. Okay. So this is different areas where the pH is involved in our day-to-day life. We can see more one thing is that sometimes due to acid rain or due to the industrial acidic waste into the water bodies, what happens? The pH of the water, they actually decrease. Okay, so pH of water bodies, you can say that due to the different acidic waste of different industries or factories, or due to acid rain, what happens? The pH of the water, they decrease. Okay, they decrease to less than 5.5. This acidic medium is very harmful for the aquatic animals to survive. So what happens? We see in several industrially polluted areas, somewhere the water bodies has killed away all the aquatic animals, fish and etc. that are present in the water body. So what we do, we add actually a base which is calcium hydroxide. We add calcium hydroxide to water bodies to neutralize its acidity. Okay, clear? Okay, let us again recapitulate. The pH is involved in our everyday life, that we will see that in case of digestive system, the stomach produces HCl. When we eat excess amount of food, the HCl is also excreted or secreted in excess by the stomach. So what happens? The pH level of the stomach decreases, and that causes a burning sensation all throughout the stomach and the esophagus. Okay, and that is actually called acidity. Okay, what we do, we actually take antacids, which have a chemical formula MgOH whole 2, okay, or we can take baking soda solution, just drink it as a home remedy, okay. So this what happens, they act as base that react with the acid present in the stomach and neutralize it to form a salt, okay. In this way we can decrease the acidity of the stomach. Moreover, the pH level of our mouth may sometimes decrease to less than 5.5. This can be caused because of the presence of excess amount of sugar that are retained on your tooth, which are acted upon by several bacteria present in your mouth, and they excrete the acid on the enamel of your teeth, and that acid, if it remains for a longer period of time, you will find that there can be a degradation of the enamel, or you can find even a hole on your tooth, okay. This particular hole on your tooth is called cavity. How you do? You brush after every meal. You have to brush after meal, okay. It is the very best way to save your tooth from having cavities, okay. Now let us come to the acidity of the soil. The pH level of the soil is also very much important for the growth of crops, okay. So sometimes when the soil has acidic or basic nature, what we do, we add a base or acid respectively to neutralize the acidity or the basicity of the soil. Moreover, in water bodies, due to the excretion of acidic waste from industries, sometimes all the aquatic animals present in the water bodies, they die, okay. And because of, due to which it dies because the pH level decreases to less than 5.5, okay. Now what we do, we add a base to increase the pH level. We add a base to increase the pH level, okay, and thereby we actually neutralize the acidity of water bodies. There are some more situations that we can face if we have a knowledge of pH, or if we have a knowledge of acid base neutralization reaction, we can actually counter those situations. Let us talk about a particular incident. Suppose you are playing around your home, but a bee has flown from somewhere and has bitten you up, okay. Now bee bite actually releases an acid into your body. We can say that several ants also, they also release acid in your body, okay. More one, we can say this is in case of animals. There are certain plants like nettle plant, NETTL, nettle plant. They have stinging hairs on their surface, okay. They release acid, and as a result we feel a instant burning sensation on the area where we are bitten, or where the stinging hair has stuck our body. What we can do at an instant, if we have baking soda all around us or any kind of base, we make a solution of that base and we rub the area where we are bitten, because the acid that has been released by these animals and plants, they can be neutralized just by the action of base on it. So this was it of your pH and its importance, okay. And in the next video we are going to study about salt. Hope you go through all these videos. This will be very important for you for your class 10 science exam. Please like and share the video if you like, and share among your friends. And if you have any problem, please comment in the comment section.